Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Lilies and Tomatoes. Today we're doing a simple indoor gardening project. If you are new to gardening and you've never grown anything before, this is the easiest thing to start with. All you need are some dried peas from your grocery store and a foil pan and a little bit of dirt. Excuse me. Let's get started. So the first thing you're going to need is a foil pan. You don't necessarily need a lid, but if you've got a lid, then those are great. These fancy pans with a colored lid, I got at Dollar Tree earlier this week. And this is what I got them for specifically so I can make some more trays of pea shoots. So the first thing, if you have a tray and you're going to use the tray for the bottom, you don't need a tray on the top. All you need to do is set this somewhere where it's going to get light from your light bulbs inside your house, and it should be enough light for it to grow. Peas are very easy to grow. So first thing I'm going to do with my foil pan is I'm going to flip it upside down, and I'm going to use a box cutter. Let's see, just a little bit higher so you guys can see it. And I'm just going to poke some holes in it. It doesn't have to be anything elaborate. Just a few holes for drainage. These are optimal but not required. But if you do not put holes in the bottom of this, don't overwater it because the water's got nowhere to go. All right, so with my holes, I'm going to put the lid on the bottom, and that's going to be my catch basin for the water. And then what I'm going to do is I have some pre-mixed soil. This is just garden soil with some perlite and coco coir. This is soil that I've been using for my garden. So this is the mix that I use for my garden. You don't need anything special. You don't need anything that's like super high quality for this. Any cheap soil will do. Coco coir alone will do. But just remember that you're only going to be growing them to grow up a little bit. There's enough nutrition in the seed to make the seed sprout and grow a couple inches tall. You're not trying to get the whole plant. You're going to eat the plant. So just a little bit of soil. Dump in the pan. It only needs to be about an inch deep. So you're just going to smooth it out. You've got soil in your pan. Now I've got two. Now I'm going to take my grocery store peas. These are just plain dried peas. I got these at Lotte. But you just want to make sure that it says ingredients peas. And you want to make sure that it's not, they haven't been cooked or processed or radiated or soaked in anything, just plain dried peas. And then you're going to pour them onto the surface of your soil, just like that. And spread them out. They do not have to be buried. You want this to be thick, but not cover every single inch of the soil. Also remember, when you're harvesting these, you do not want to pull the whole plant up because it'll grow more than once. You're just gonna, when it sprouts up, you're just gonna cut the top off and eat it. So there you go. I've got a tray full of peas, and then I just water it. So I want all the soil to be moist, but not soaking wet. And because I've got a tray under this, excess water is going to drip underneath. And what's going to happen as they grow, some of the roots are actually going to grow through the little holes that I put in here. But just like this, set this somewhere where your family or your pets are not going to mess with it. Just the lights in your house are plenty. Or if you have a sunny window, put it in a sunny window. This will grow in about a week. You should start to see them start to germinate in a couple of days. So you'll start to see the little root tails pop out. And then when they get a couple inches tall, within a week and a half, you will be able to harvest them and eat them. So we will come back and have some of these when they grow, but I just want to make sure you guys see like how simple it is to get something like this started, and then you can be harvesting fresh greens to use in soups, salads, scrambles, stir fries, and smoothies if you like. So that's it for tonight. I don't see any questions. So I will let you guys go, and then in like 2 weeks we will follow up and on these pea shoots. Have a good night. Bye.